I give all my love to Oakland. If I'm gonna claim somewhere, I'm gonna claim Oakland.
Oakland.
What do you feel Oakland needs, like in the 60s, they came up with the Panthers, who was stomping strong through Oakland and made noise. What's going to make noise today?
Oakland got it. I'm gonna claim somewhere, I'm gonna claim Oakland.
What do you feel Oakland is like in the 60s? They came up with the Panthers and stopped was trying to do Oakland and made noise. What's going to make noise today?
Oakland got it. I give all my love to Oakland. If I'm gonna claim somewhere, I'm gonna claim Oakland.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me? You should be able to. Okay, now we've got it. I'm turning up the music a little bit so you guys can actually hear what I'm listening to. Woosah, people. Woosah. Thank you, Kyberg. Cheers, folks. Thank you for being on it, Kyberg. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the resub. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, you've like totally been here like practically since the beginning, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so we are doing, oh, before I even start, because you only know the mushrooms. Okay, I'll show you. Hold on, let me show you. I don't know if this is going to show up as reversed or not, but let's see. Good, it didn't. Okay, so Catalan tomato bread. This is basically Spanish bruschetta. Okay, so you slice the bread. Thank you. You slice the bread, you take a tomato, you see that tomato? Cut it in half, rub it all over the bread. Put some, wait, no, you put some, yeah, okay. Rub it all over the bread, put some extra virgin olive oil on it, and then put some salt on it. And you can eat it with whatever you want. Thank you, Kyberg. So, I'm gonna make the bread. And then I am going to grate the tomato to put on top. The reverse, interesting. And I'm gonna cook the mushrooms, which are gonna go with the bread, obviously. And then when I'm done, I put the tomato on top. I serve the mushrooms as a side, and we can eat it however. So what is the reverse? Now I'm curious. And let me see if this is working. It shouldn't. Okay, good. Oh, I could see that. I could see that, Killer. I totally could see that. All right, let's change our little technical difficulties, shall we? Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Kyberg. Oh, you're awesome. Salt, pepper, olive oil, and garlic. That sounds so freaking good. So here's something cool, y'all. Okay. So long story short, I'm going to start doing some prep work. I'm going to save the appetizer to the very end, but I'm going to prep the mushrooms, get the Boudin Noir set, and doing the thing. Yeah, exactly, Kyberg. That, yeah, exactly. So here's something interesting. What shall I work on first? I think I'm going to start with I'm going to do this whole thing backward. That's what I'm going to do. So as you guys know, I'm diabetic. And I may have explained this before. What is the Boudin? Let me show you the Boudin. This is Boudin. It is also known as blood sausage. This is a blood pudding sausage. This is the French version. There are different versions in different countries. Some have more blood, some have less. I have never eaten this before, so I wanted to try it. That is Boudin Noir, this kind. And then there is Boudin Blanc, which doesn't have any blood at all in it. So yeah, that's what that is. So being diabetic means type 2 anyway, and I'm not going to say insulin dependent, but I only take insulin. So the good thing about insulin is that it will literally save your life if you are a diabetic that needs it. The bad thing about insulin is that one of the side effects is that it makes you crave food. So you are constantly eating. This can backfire because you're eating more, you're gaining weight. A lot of type 2s suffer from insulin resistance. And the more weight you gain, the more your body starts resisting insulin, which means you have to take more, which means you eat more food, which means you gain more weight, which, yeah, you see where this is going, right? So after gaining like 30 pounds in the past 3 or 4 years, I asked my doctor if there's anything I could do about this, because I was pretty sure it was the medication. It was not my diet. She agreed with me, and she put me on something very similar to Openzic, the weight loss one. I respect that. I respect that, killer. Wegovy or anyway. So she put me on a very similar drug. Over the past year, I've lost 10 pounds. That one, killer. Yes, that's the one I can't pronounce. Ozempic. And I weighed myself yesterday. Apparently I've lost another 4. So I am on my way. And I'm not celebrating this weight loss as weight loss, just because I want to be cute. The more weight I lose, the less insulin I have to take, and the better for me in the long run. Thank you, Kyberg. I appreciate you. So, at one point, I was taking, yeah, I know, right, killer? And I'm like, I'm really hoping y'all don't mess up your, what's that word? Your metabolic system. Because fitting into a cute dress is not that crucial. Thank you, Kyberg. At some point, you have to tell me how you're spotting all of these bots, because nobody else seems to be able to. So, yeah, that does scare me too. And some people get really sensitive about that. And I kind of get it, because if you are a type 2 diabetic, and I've had a friend who went through this, And if you are trying to get Ozempic, oh, that's how you do. Okay, I have learned a thing. And if you are trying to get your hands on Ozempic because you're having trouble controlling your blood sugars, but you can't because, you know, the lady down the street decided she wanted to go on a crash diet before her trip to Mexico, you know, so it's out of stock for you. But this is a life-saving drug for you. Okay, yeah, I'd be kind of salty. Right, exactly, Killer. I agree. And I know a lot of endocrinologists that are not happy about that either. Fortunately, Killer, the only time I've ever had trouble getting my hands on it is when my insurance screwed up. That's the only time. It had nothing to do with it being in stock. It had everything to do with my insurance screwing up. So, but yeah, I'd be a little salty, and they would simply have to they would have to be defensive because, you know, I could die if I don't take this drug, and here you are hogging it because you felt you needed to lose 16 pounds to look good in a bikini. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it depends, I would say, Kyberg. If it's a shortage that just somehow magically jacks up the price to like 3 times what it was, yeah, I'm gonna look at it funny. If it is a bona fide shortage of whatever it is, honest to goodness supply chain issues, or a manufacturer went down or whatever, exactly, Killer, that's the problem. That is the problem. Yeah, that's a problem, Kyberg. I agree with you. And I have friends who have lupus who were furious. Absolutely furious about that. And they had every right to be. So yeah, I have been one of the fortunate ones. I know, right? Insulin is so expensive. Whew. I have never ever been so grateful to have health insurance. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm just very, very grateful that I am on what I'm on and that it's working in particular. Which actually makes me feel a little bit better about my the dress that I'm making, because I keep having to refit it, and now I understand why. Yeah, I don't even know where I would find beef, pork sourced insulin these days. Oh, they stopped making it. That explains a lot. My grandmother used to take it, but I haven't seen it since she passed. That explains why. I know, right? It's freaking ridiculous. And it's like, yeah, exactly. And it shouldn't be nearly that expensive. That's the messed up part. Yeah, that. Not 1998 anymore. Well, and then there was that whole fiasco with, was it Lily? No, Martin Shkreli. That whole situation. Yeah, and I hope he's in jail too. That would just make my heart glad. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to... It's not going to matter in the long run because I'm cooking these apples anyway, so they're going to change color. But I'm going to put them in water with a little bit of lemon juice anyway. Yeah. And the guy who discovered it didn't put a patent on it because he knew it was a life-saving drug. I'm sure he's rolling over in his grave at this point. Okay, so we are just gonna toss this in a little bit of lemon juice. Ooh. I will have to look up how that is pronounced because that sounds so handy. I like that saying, Killer. Yeah, they did think he was pretty off the deep end there. Eistenugot? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the heads up, Kyberg. Appreciate it. So all of the stuff that I'm making tonight, like literally just about everything, they're ignoring you, is from a local farmer's market. I have a preaching gig for roughly the next 6 weeks. And every Sunday, there's this farmer's market downtown. So I stopped by this past Sunday and bought way more food than I should have. Yes, Killer. You may send a link. Yeah, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. These apples were kind of secondhand apples because they weren't, you know, as pretty as the other ones. And they were 50% off. So you can guess why. These ended up in my my bag. Hey, Iniquitous Wolf, how are you? What's up, friend? Truth, I don't know if there are GMOs, but they're tasty GMOs. All right, that is the last of the apples. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I didn't want to do, but there are more apples in here than I anticipated. I'm just gonna toss these in a bowl, literally. Okay. Thank you, Killer. You are not wrong. Okay, let me pause the music. Let's see what Google Translate has to say. Okay, how do I play this?
Isten nyugtassa, Isten nyugosztalja.
Isten nyugosztassa, Isten nyugoszta. I forgot the last part.
Isten nyugtassa, Isten nyugosztalja.
Isten nyugtassa, Isten nyugosztalja. Did I do it right? I'm keeping that tab open. I'm saving it. Oh, that's how the older people would say. Okay. I get it. Thank you for sharing that. Now I know a teeny bit of Hungarian. Thank you. Okay, so Boudin Noir. I am going to go back to my recipe. It is a hard word to pronounce. I'll take that. Ooh. That's a good trivia question, Kyberg. I am going to guess Polish. That's my guess. Finnish. I never would have known that. Wow. Mind blown. I would have owed you a drink. Cheers. Okay. So, like I said, I'm gonna do this backward. So we are going to now prep the ingredients. Both out the, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So I am going to slice up my shallots. Hello, Freddo Frog. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the prime sub. You're awesome. Okay. So I blanched these shallots yesterday in the hopes of making things easier for myself today. So hopefully they'd cut a little better. So far, so good. At least with the fat ones. Aww. Okay, FrostyBot's working, and it's not giving me issues. I think StreamerBot's just broken. Aww. Killer, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, 45 seconds till our ad break ends. And this camera's in a crappy spot. There we go. Much better. Now y'all can see. All right. So I'm going to slice all this up. And I think I'm going to split this in half. because I don't know if I have the patience to caramelize onions today. Well, maybe I do. This knife is sharper than it was, but yes, it could be sharper. And it doesn't help that I am cutting something that is slippery and somewhat tough because it's been boiled. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to do a knife sharpening stream. I just haven't been bothered yet. Like I said, slippery. I'm trying really hard not to cut myself. No, I would actually, considering I have been, for lack of a better description, as some Americans would say, blooded in. I was trying to, and this was a bad thing to do, okay? I was trying to pry off slices of a ham, a frozen ham, and I was using, let's see, this knife to do it. This is one of the sharpest knives that I own, and I mean it is sharp, and you'll see why I say that in a second. So I was trying to pry slices off of this frozen ham. My hands were wet. And at one point my hand slipped and went all the way down the blade. And my brain went, huh, the knife's not going any further. I wonder if I hit bone. And then I went, wait a minute, that's not the ham. And then I went, oh no. And I looked at my hand. And yeah. So fortunately, the good thing, I did not hit any veins. I did not hit any arteries, none of that. The only bleeding I had was from some capillaries. So I washed my hand, wrapped it in a paper towel, went to JD and said, hey, I need to go to the hospital. Now, and this is something I'm going to tease him about forever. His response was not, okay, let me grab my wallet, let's go. It was not, okay, do you need anything before we go? It was, why? It's only a wound. It's only a fresh wound. But here's the thing about that cut. When I looked at my hand, it was deep enough that I could see tissue. Sorry, not tissue, sinew. So I just took the paper towel off and I just slowly opened my hand so you could see the wound. He nearly jumped out of his seat and he didn't ask any more questions. I got to the hospital in about 5 minutes. Hi, Meister. I am telling horror stories about that time I cut my hand open. It took 10 stitches to close. But yeah, I learned a very valuable lesson. That's why I say that knife is the sharpest knife that I own. I loved the emergency staff though. They were so chill about it. I explained what happened and the guys just like, okay. Well, let's take a look. Let's give you a nerve block so I can sew you up. Yeah, basically, long story short, I was trying to pry slices off of a frozen ham with a very sharp knife and wet hands. That did not go well. The nerve block, I will be honest with you, the nerve block was the worst part of the entire experience. And that was because he literally had to hit my nerve in order to give me a nerve block. Oh, that sucks, Der Meister. I do agree with you, Killer. Even if the dull knife had not cut as deeply, it would have been much more difficult to sew it shut. The sharp knife, it was a clean cut, and you can barely see the scar on my hands. I have more scarring from the trigger release surgeries I've had on my fingers than I do from that cut. So that's saying something. So yeah, that was pretty wild. But like I said, learned a valuable lesson. Do I do pastries? Yes, but I rarely do them these days because I'm diabetic, and I'd be making a bunch of pastries that I can't eat. I almost made a tart tonight, though. Almost. Yes, I agree, Der Meister. You're right. Yes, 100% Killer. Mm-hmm. A falling knife has no handle. That should be rule number 1, right there. Okay, so our shallots are now ready for prep. Oh, you never heard that one? Yep. A dull knife has no handle. Some chef friends taught me that one. Or falling knife, sorry. A falling knife has no handle. Okay, so I am rinsing off these mushrooms, and I'm going to trim them. I honestly do not believe, personally, that if you rinse mushrooms, they're gonna get soggy or whatever. The tiny amount of water that mushrooms absorb is really, really negligible. So I usually don't worry about it. Oof. Ouch, Killer. That's one way to find out if you've got a cut, though. Okay, let's see. Catch the knife in your teeth. We know. We're gonna know on that. Oh. So, iniquitous wolf, how on earth did you find me? What made you, how'd you end up here? Okay, so now my mushrooms have been throwing just for the heck of it. Okay. I will take that. Oh, I get you. I get you, Killer. Totally makes sense. All right. So that's taken care of. So these mushrooms are going to go in here, where I thought I was going to have enough space. So these have been rinsed. Cool. All right. The Boudin Noir. Let's see. All right, chat, help me out. The Boudin Noir recipe calls for caramelized onions. What I'd planned on doing was cooking those shallots and using them instead. However, I do have an onion here. I could caramelize it, but it's going to take a while. Do I go ahead and caramelize the onions, or do I go ahead and use the shallots like I originally intended? Tell me what you think. Hi, Razor. You can jump in on this, Razor, if you want. I'm trying to figure out, do I caramelize some onions for this dish, or do I use the shallots like I intended? Nice. Yeah, killer. I was sent to the drive-thru because I was cute. It's funny. At that McDonald's, girls did the drive-thru, boys did the grill. Half of me is kind of glad I didn't get stuck on the grill. The other half of me kind of wishes I had, because then I would have learned how to make a McDonald's cheeseburger from the source. Okay, let me ask this again. So, in my little uniform, yeah. Complete with a visor? Mm-hmm. So, 1, if I should caramelize the onions. 2, if I should just use the shallots. 3, if it doesn't matter. 3, okay. Wait, I like people who you would be afraid to, what? I'm confused, killer. I don't get it. Huh? Okay, either way is good. All right, then I'm gonna save myself 45 minutes. I'm just gonna use the shallots. Okay, let's see. Ah! No, 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 go back. Why are you like this? Okay. Oh, I see what you mean, killer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here's the funny part. The McDonald's that I did work at, it was very close to a lesbian bar. And of course, you know, there was a rush of people after 5 o'clock. Super Stormy, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry my alerts aren't working. StreamerBot hates me right now. So, you know, I would get, you know, the soccer moms. There's always this one lady who was so tired. She was taking her kids' team back to their homes after soccer practice, so she was dog tired. One time she tried to order a Whopper in the drive-thru. That's how tired she was. Poor lady. You know, the people coming home from work, and these lesbian women would see me in the drive-thru, and I would somehow hint that I was not straight. And one of them went through the drive-thru again. I was dead. Oh, anyway, that was me as a 20-something. Yeah, she literally tried to order a Whopper. It was hilarious. Okay, so we are going to saute half of these shallots. Oh, I need some garlic. I'm gonna need some fresh garlic for this one. Okay, it says, oh, you only worked in the kitchen. Gotcha. One of the things that I learned not that long ago, hello lady, was that, okay, and I kind of knew this. How many of you knew that McDonald's changed its French fry formula way back when? Huh? Oh, hey, my redemptions are still working. Okay, let me see if this works, lady. Hold on. They did. Yes, you are correct. They used to use tallow, and they do not anymore. And here comes my cat. I hear you. Y'all see this? You don't want any of those. She wants attention, people. Go somewhere. No, it is always the case. Hold on. Fine, cat. All right, come on back. She follows me in the room for a treat and then doesn't want to come back out to get it. Kitty is weird. Headphones back on. Fabulous. Yes, must pay homage to the kitty. All hail the cat. Anyway, all right, let's do this. While she's figuring out what's going on, uh-oh. Because Cat is awesome. She is now standing in the hallway trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the long way. That's fine. Everything's fine. Let me see if I can do it like this. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Dang it. Why is this not working? Why are you not reading? Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to do this the extra long way. It was supposed to work. Oh no, it's not working. Oh, Blitz, hello, sweetie, hi. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Blitz. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, dear Blob. I was just about to do a Carlton, but I'm going to have to look for this song. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Killer, figure out what you want me to sing/play. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. It's only 28 seconds long. Let's go with this one.
Me neither. Gee, Oprah, I really like that diamond bracelet.
Nice try. Hey, I tell you what, I'll see you guys on the show.
Come on.
Okay, see you on TV. Have a good show.
Thank you.
That's not the right dance. Okay. Okay, I like that one. That one's funny, but that's not what I was looking for. Let's try this again.
It's not unusual to be
I had to time it to the actual Carlton.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see
Okay. Let me stop. I love it. Hello, piece of joy. Raiders. Hey, y'all, I'm Jane. This is my kitchen. Y'all probably know who I am, so I don't even need to go through this. But anyways, hi. Peace, you have been missed, my friend. I have been thinking about you constantly. I didn't want to pry or bother you because it seemed like you were, dealing with some stuff. So I hope you're well. And I hope you're doing okay and things are nice and all that fun stuff. So, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear it. Okay, let me cut up this garlic and start sauteing it in the pan with the shallots. And then I will get to my second redemption. Okay, was I supposed to? Didn't say anything about what to do with it. College things, summer now, sweet. Heck yeah, party on, yo. Party on with the college. Okay, so I said we were gonna use half of these shallots. Good, good, very good, okay. That'll do. And we can use this thyme that I rehydrated yesterday. I didn't want to go buy some thyme that I was then going to regret buying because it was going to spoil. Back at it again with the college. Okay, let's get these moving. In particular, I want to make sure that these chunks of chunks of shallot break up. Okay. Here we go. All right. Chunks are breaking up. That's good. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Killer PM me because I was just thinking about that. There are a couple of food redemptions that I need to honor. And I, unfortunately, I installed Windows 11 on this computer, which is probably why Streambot doesn't like me. Apron grapes. Yes, there are many grapes on this apron. You got it, Killer. PM me, tell me what it is so I don't forget. All right, I'll see you around. Peace. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, there's some merch I need to send out. I don't remember. Okay, lady, you two PM me, tell me what y'all want. Yes, please. I want all the stuff. Tell me everything. Pictures help. Okay, there was a song that was like an earworm for me for the longest, and now I'm trying to remember what it was. So, okay. Yes, Pura. Hold on, there's a songbird ahead of you. Okay, here's what I'll do. That's thank you, Blob, for informing us of that. Remind of my diet restriction. Diabetic, so ideally, it is low carb. However, I've been having some very positive gains as far as my diabetes, so I might be able to make it work. I'm usually not fond of beets. That's pretty much it. I'm open to just about everything else. Hello, Lucia. How are you? Okay, let's see. What's been stuck in my head lately? Haha, okay, I know what to do. I'm not a fan of beets. I found one recipe, that has beets in it that I like. And it was made by a family friend for Christmas. And she can't remember what she put in it. So that's not helpful. More for you. Take them all, Kybird. Have at, my friend. You know what, Killer? There are ways around that. I am also anemic, borderline anemic. I'm going to tell you what I do in a second. Okay. So I'm going to try some karaoke. Karaoke. Okay. Wait. I can spell. Ooh, green Thai curry, yes. You know, my doctor tried to get me on iron pills, and I couldn't do it. They were so disgusting to me. They came right back up. I couldn't do it. Okay. Wait. Not this song. Let's do same band. I respect it, Kyberg. I absolutely respect it. Okay, here we go. Let's saute this a little bit more. Okay, turning down the heat so nothing burns. Here we go. Ahem. So, Go West. Some of you may remember the movie Pretty Woman. This is from the soundtrack, and I loved this song. Here we go. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I don't need to fall at your feet just 'cause you cut me to the bone. And I won't miss the way that you kiss me. We were never carved in stone. If I don't listen to the talk of the town, then maybe I can fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. Oh, I am the king of wishful thinking. I refuse to give in to my blues. That's not how it's gonna be. And I deny the tears in my eyes. I don't wanna let you see. No, that you have made a hole in my heart. And now I've got to fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. Okay, I'm pausing for ad break. Song is paused. Ads suck. I love seeing y'all talk about ways to boost iron. Mine's a lot tastier. You all are hilarious. Okay. And we're back. Okay, let's do this. I've got to fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. Yeah. Well, if I never shed a tear for you, I'll get over you. Don't worry, Purra. I got you. You can come back later. If I don't listen to the talk of the town, then maybe I can fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. I'm the king of wishful thinking. I'll get over you. I know I will. You made a hole in my heart, but I won't shed a tear for you. I'll be the king of wishful thinking. I'll get over you. I'll pretend my heart's still beating, 'cause I've got no more tears for you. I'm the king of wishful thinking, yeah. I'll get over you. You made a hole in my heart. Now tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I had that like in my head and now it's out. Thank you. Purra's song request will come next time. Okay, so let me turn this back on and get back to my recipe. Okay, and then put this back here. Let me go get the wine. This is not a Pinot Noir, but it will suffice. When it gets hot, I'll add the booze. So, what I eat for iron. So, here's the first trick. You see this pan right here? This pan right here? This is a cast iron skillet. Iron will leach into your food. In this case, this is a good thing. I noticed that the iron in my blood dropped considerably when I was not using it. When I was using this pan back here, this one right here, my iron levels dropped. When I was using the cast iron skillet, I was fine. So that was step one. Step two, beef. Step three, leafy green things. Yes, it will still leach. It will leach less, but it still will leach over time. So what I would do, like on the times where I would go and donate blood, which I really need to get back to doing, I would have a dinner the night before. I would have steak with stir-fried spinach, all cooked in a cast iron skillet. And I would go in, they would do their iron test. My little drop of blood would go right to the bottom, just like it's supposed to. So yeah, very, very effective. Oh yeah, they're good. I love spinach. Sprouted grain bread. Somewhat healthy, yeah. I can eat it in slightly larger amounts than regular. I think I got palea. Sorry, Kyberg. I'm so sorry I missed that. I think I did. I'll have to check my Steam account, but yes. You do need a cast iron skillet, they should be reasonably easy to find. So, thank you, Ranger Cleric. You're amazing. I appreciate that. Okay, we're just gonna heat this up a little bit more. I know, right, Guyberg? What? This is true. Once upon a time, it used to be thrift stores. No, people got smart about that, and now you cannot find a cast iron skillet for anything at a thrift store. It's ridiculous. This is true, Ranger Cleric. They are very good quality. My cast iron skillet came from my mom. That and one of the pots, maybe two of the pots that I own, they came from her. I basically stole them. Lloyd, okay, I got you. Yes, that's fair. Now, for a store-bought cast iron skillet killer here, you're still gonna pay a decent amount of money. But if you find one at a thrift store or a flea market or something like that, Lodge is a big deal. Yeah, that Lodge is like super popular. 32 bucks at IKEA, right? Yeah. They are not nearly as cheap as they used to be. Okay, so butter. Oh shoot, I was supposed to add some olive oil to this. That's all right. See, Kyberg, I think I'm going to the wrong military surplus stores, because the one I went to in Alameda did not have anything like that. Actually, no, I take that back. They had a cast iron skillet, but it was like a 3-inch one. Totally useless. Okay, fair. You are not wrong. Okay, let me turn this heat up a little bit here. You are right. You are, yes. If it is a choice between buying a skillet and buying food for your family, and that is true, and in the long run, Killer, it might very well save you some money. Ooh, that's a good idea. When I went on my backpacking trip, that's the military surplus stores where I went. Now, I messed up because I didn't understand the requirements, so I blew $200 on a bunch of stuff I ended up not being able to use. Yeah, tough decision, right? So I ended up having to, where did I end up going? I ended up going online. Oh, hey Beats, try hitting exclamation point menu. I don't know if the command's gonna work. If it doesn't work, I'll just tell you. You found wool coats? Wow. Okay, it's not cooperating, is it? That's fine. Yeah, womp womp. So I am making a Catalonian appetizer, which is basically like Spanish bruschetta. I'll put it that way. And roasted mushrooms. I'm also making a Boudin Noir with apples and a filling. So there you go. Hey, you know, Killer, it is all about decisions, man. I understand. How much wine was I supposed to add to this thing anyway? It didn't tell me. It says a cup. Okay, I was supposed to add more. Yeah, after a while you run out of space. I understand that because I am the same way with kitchen appliances. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and reduce. That's okay, Blob. Drink on. I've got plenty. I got plenty. It's fine. I have more red wine than I have, like, than I know what to do with. Because when the pandemic started, my churches started doing services over Zoom. And that means that I got to do my own version of communion, because my denomination believes more or less that it doesn't matter what you use really, as long as there's some sort of bread and some sort of beverage. That's it. That's all you need. My friend used goldfish crackers and grapefruit juice, okay, for himself. So I would try to make biscuits every Sunday, like good old fashioned Sunday biscuits. And I would have a bottle of that wine. So now that the pandemic is over and that church has closed in particular, I no longer need that wine. So it is indeed the symbolism. Welcome in, Gun Show John. You've been missed, my friend. You know, Killer, I'd say it's a good deal. IKEA does sell good cookware. Hawaiian bread and Welch's on the beach. Wow, that sounds amazing. Oh, what happened, Wolf? Did they just not, like, have anything? The heck, dude? What? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. I missed something. Yeah, exactly. Grab a hunk and dunk it in here. Hand me down. Yep. My mom did the same thing. My mother is still the queen of thrift stores. She's been able to find some pretty awesome stuff. Bacon and whiskey. Now, see, here's the problem, Gun Show. Here's the problem. Bacon doesn't count because it's not a bread, man. It's got to be a bread. Now, if you did like Oreo cookies, right? And some whiskey. Or maybe, no. I'm wrong. Okay. So it's got to be some sort of bread and some sort of juice. Now, technically, whiskey is not a juice. If you did a barley drink, that would work. If you did any sort of wine, cranberry wine, dandelion wine, you might be okay. Actually, no, I take back the dandelion wine. It does ideally have to be a fruit of some kind. So there you go. So yeah, hardtack and rum. Sugarcane, however, does not count as a fruit. If the rum is made from sugar beets, you can get a pass. Yeah, see, people don't get it sometimes. They really don't. You deserved better, and I'm glad that you were able to set your boundaries and stick to it. Yeah, I know, right? It's healthcare. You know stuff that the general populace does not. So, yeah. See, you were trying to be nice. They didn't get it. Okay, let me see what the deal is. Okay, that's the tart. Yeah, I agree with you. If they don't get it, it's not your fault. That has nothing to do with you. You did what you were supposed to do. Okay, so apparently this is supposed to be a sauce. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I might just, actually, no. I'm going to use a pie tin for this. If I can find one. I never know if I can find anything these days. What I'm hoping is that I can find an actual pie tin. Ha! Found an actual pie tin. Go me. Do the Carlton. Okay, I will do the Carlton again. Hold on. Let me pick up all this stuff that I knocked to the ground. That's right. You should eat your beef. Eat your beef, man. The lurk names are fun. Okay. Let me look at my history. Let me go back to where I was. Oh, what do you need? I got you. What do you need, Kyberg? Yes, you can. Go ahead and give him a shout out. Totally fine. And in the meantime, Wolf, you're so silly. Okay, Carlton again. Here we go. Killer, basically what Wolf is saying, that you can make beef, like create it in your imagination. But, you know, the health code people do not smile kindly on that. They do not like that. So he has to make real beef now. Okay, Pillar of Nothing. Let's do this. And I just forgot my commands to work. There we go. Okay, that one's working. Woo, all right. And back to our instrumentals. Okay, so I'm going to say this is reduced. What I'm going to do is I am going to put this... I hate it when that happens. Hold, please. No problem. Okay, so our sauce is ready. We're just going to scrape this into a ramekin. When it's time, I'm going to reheat this. Now, what I'm going to do is wash this out and use it. You go with your bad self, Kyberg. Look at you. By the way, folks, Kyberg and Blitz are both streamers. You should absolutely check them out when you have the opportunity. Actually, I realized I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. So, would anyone be interested in hearing the sermons that I've been doing for my latest gig? I will tell you that my latest one, the one I did last Sunday, was very LGBT positive. I talked about the Ethiopian eunuch and the Apostle Philip. So, totally fine, Killer. If you want to, you can. Okay, so now I got my sauce ready. I'm gonna reheat this before we actually eat. Okay, so now I'm just gonna let this pan heat up at this temperature. See what happens. Okay, and I am going to use, I guess, this pan right here. Back here where y'all can't see nothing, but that's okay. We're gonna use the other half of this butter. I'm gonna end up pouring all of this into this pie crust. So, into this pie pan, my bad. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, go ahead and DM me. All right, who wants the Motherbird water bottle, y'all? Lurk check. There was somebody who won something last time and I don't remember who it was and I feel bad now because I owe them things. Quick Bible questions. Lay it on me, John. It was you. Okay. Please PM me and remind me what you won. Because for the life of me, I can't remember. Okay, now because I'm diabetic, I'm swapping out some ingredients here. Instead of regular brown sugar, I'm using a Splenda substitute. Does this stuff have it does have allulose, but it's combined with erythritol, so that makes it easier for me to digest. I wish I could give you a brand new car. Psh, I would be all over that. You're apparently running unopposed. Nobody really seems to want my merch. I'm not sure why, but one of my friends did tell me up front that she just had too much stuff. There's never enough never. I love you. You're so hilarious to me. So what was supposed to happen? I was supposed to be heating this in a baking dish, but I'm not doing that. Alrighty, hey, look, Kyberg won a Motherbird recycled water bottle. I'm dead. Yes, yes, they have. That might just be the bot, but that's okay too. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to heat up, this pan with this butter in it, are you talking about during the crucifixion, John? To be fair, it does depend on the account that you're reading. but that's easy to figure out. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to this because the recipe doesn't tell me. But considering I put those in the pan and they immediately stuck, I'm going to guess there's some oil necessary. Are you sure it's not the four Gospels? Because there are 4 Gospels. Yeah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And there's Q, but we don't talk about Q. We don't talk about Q. No, no, no. We don't talk about Q, Q, Q. Exactly. And here's the other part, John. It's like taking record of a car crash from someone else's notes from like 60 years ago. So like everybody used the same source material, but then put their own spin on it, depending on the audience that they were trying to address. That's a good question. I'm going to say yes. Okay, thank you, Killer. I promise you I will respond to you. I'm going to bet the answer is yes, that it was a written narrative. Yes, in a dialect that has no written versions. Meh. I'll use the rest of it. I'll get more. This is good stuff, though. So now I'm just stirring in this sugar to the butter that I had in this pan. This pan will not go in the oven. So this is the reason why I am planning on putting it into a different pan when I'm done. And sorry, that. All right. Okay. So this gets seared. I'm gonna lay our apples in here. All right, handle your business, Kyberg. We will see you when you're done. Okay, this is much more interesting. Here, let's do it like that. Actually, why am I bothering? Y'all. Okay, we're doing this. I said a layer. It didn't say it had to be pretty. It just said it had to be a layer. Okay. That was good. All right. So the other thing I need to do right now is saute the other onions, which I think I will attempt to do in this corner of the pan right here. There we go. I'll put this to the side. And after the Boudin comes out, I will move them to a plate, finish sauteing these shallots, and then I will start on the mushrooms. Okay, those are sounding like they are happening. Okay. All right, these sound done. Like, the spin is starting to break, I think. Network, hello, how are you? How's your night been? What's up? How are the kids? How's your job? How's the lady of the house? Ooh. All right. Sausages are done, man. It's kind of late. It's 8:43 p.m. Do with that as you will. Hey, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear the family's doing well. I just realized, y'all, I didn't put any salt in anything. Whoops. That's okay. I usually have a thing about my food being too salty anyway, so I guess that shouldn't surprise me. You never see the windows dark? Really? That happens a lot around here. In fact, if you go through my clips, there's one of what somebody is calling spirit lights, I think. In my windows, there are 3 balls of light that go past, and nobody can figure out what the heck they are. I think they might be car lights, but 3 at once is kind of interesting. Interesting, killer. possible. You might not have noticed. That's fine. Male vision. I love it. Okay, I am looking to see if perhaps I have some leftover fat in here. I usually try to save great bacon grease, but it's been a while since we made some bacon. So I might just be out of luck, which is fine. I didn't need bacon anyway. Male vision. We're just gonna roll with this because I do not want it to burn. And it smells like it's pretty darn close. Okay, our apples are next. And then we do our mushrooms. Like I said, I'm doing this totally backward. Oh, hey, there's bacon. I'm throwing this in with onions because I can. Last two slices, boom, here we go. My goal was also to partially clean out my freezer. I think I'm well on my way to doing so. Oh, she did the thing with her hair and made it blonde. Ooh. I hope her hair doesn't like fall out. I hope it stays healthy. Okay. So we've got this. Bleached, that's the word. Yes. He sat at the table, he was, oh, that was probably my friend that was there. When he comes over, he might sit over there, or he might be in the room. But yeah, you might see him in July, actually. He's gonna come down for the convention that we're gonna do together, and he usually crashes here with me and JD. So, like I said, he might hang out in the living room and chill for a minute, just so he can be nearby and smell the food. Hello, Moss. How are you? I am working Oasis again. 100% correct. Trigger my AI. Okay, let's see what I can do. Uh-oh, hold on. Before I do that, I don't think my onions like being in a corner so close to heat. Let me get them out of the way. All right. I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit because my stove is getting a little too excited here. How are you, Moss? Welcome in. You're trying to push too. Okay. Yes, Ops and Gaming, I will find you, my dear. And you know, as said friend likes to say, the Oasis is open to everyone, including staff. So if you need to chill for 5 minutes, you know where to go. Okay, and flip these last two pieces over, and then I'll do the redemption. I didn't know there were so many onions on this side. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Here we go. Okay, let me use my spoon, get the last of these onions out. I'll put them back in after the bacon is done. I just want to make sure I don't have burned onions. That is not my goal here. Okay. That will do. Okay, now we got it. I'm trying to get out as many as I can. All right, I think that's more or less everything. Here we go. All right, now the bacon can cook undisturbed, or as close to it as possible. Now, shortest way. What is God's take on weed? God never says anything about weed. Jesus never says anything about weed. In fact, I don't believe drugs in particular are mentioned at all in the Bible. Alcohol is, gambling is, not drugs. So there you go. I'm gonna say that it would fall under the same category as alcohol and gambling. Don't overdo it. You know, everything in moderation, that kind of stuff. So there you go. You know, I'm going to say drugs have been around for a very long time, but I don't think it was an issue in that part of the world at that time. Okay. I'm supposed to be triggering my AI. Hold on. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Google. Tell me a joke. Why can't I hear you? Okay. Tell me a joke.
This one will make you giggle or sigh. Why did the little tree need to borrow a suitcase? Because it only had a small trunk.
And there you are. Poisons. That's a good question. I'm gonna say that it's probably a bad idea to use them. Now, let's see. Putting spike through somebody's head. Calling down God's wrath so that 2 female bears maul some teenagers who talk a lot of trash. Being struck with leprosy. being suddenly losing your mental health completely and spending, I believe it was the next 6 months to a year in a field eating grass like a wild animal and ripping off clothes. Perfectly acceptable. But yeah, poison, I don't know about that. That was the first joke it told, Killer. But you guys couldn't hear it. What, pray tell, do you get when you make a bean and onion casserole, John? Tear gas. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. So now we are going to pull this bacon. They were thin little strips, so they didn't take very long to cook at all. And I'm going to let them drain for a moment. Actually, I'm going to let this last slice cook a little bit longer. Hi, Dark Queen. I'm sorry, my dear. Terrible. Terrible, John. Oh, you are awful, and I love it. Okay, let's see. Does it say I'm supposed to slice the bacon up or something? That's hilarious, John. I love it. Chopped bacon. Okay. I'm too lazy to chop, y'all. What, pray tell, is the difference between water and twins? Water, it's H2O. Ah! Twins are OH2. Let's see. Okay, so I don't mix them. Oh, I do mix them. I do mix them. Okay, that's going to make this a little bit easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bacon directly into this container with the onions. Okay. Oh, two. That's cute, Killer. I like that one. Okay, thank you, Ducky. I appreciate that. I see you trying to help me out here. These jokes are hilarious, and I wish my friend was here because he had a thing about dad jokes for a long time. I guess till his kid got sick of them. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna pat the grease off this one. Hello, little mama. How are you? How are you doing, my friend? Ow. Ow. Okay, so eventually I will realize that maybe trying to handle a piece of bacon straight out of the skillet is a bad idea. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. Hey. You think you're getting sick? Oh no. Are you coughing and sneezing and stuff? Okay, so that's that. Bacon is done, man. All right, so now move this plate out of my way. Okay, so we have our pan. Layer of sliced apples. Oh no! Oh no, Kyberg! Oh no! He'd be the worst dad for the dad jokes. We might need some more channel point redeems. I'll think of something. I'm not quite sure because some redeems people really love. Some people just kind of don't care, I guess. I don't know. Little burst of head pain. Ow. That sounds really uncomfortable. Okay, so here's the instructions do not tell me exactly what to do with the sauce that I just made. Oh, it was supposed to go on the bottom. Oopsie. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this and pour it over the apples. And I'm gonna pull out a spatula, start scraping. That's a good one, Killer. I like that one. That's right, Razor, you sure are. Yeah, I'm definitely using the sugar more often. For another month. True that, true that. Okay, so we can put this in here. And I am going to do my best to try to distribute this in a somewhat even fashion. I'm failing miserably, y'all. This is bad. Okay, that's a little better. Not by much, but a little better. Okay, so now we have our apples. All right, those are doing a thing. And then, oh, you do need a plushie. Oh, you did the, okay, Dark Queen, you did a redemption, didn't you? Is that right? Okay, and then we have a layer of bacon. Actually, what it looks like is I could just go ahead and dump the rest of this on here. I have no idea how this is going to taste, y'all. Because I would never have attempted a bacon, shallot, and apple tart. With a sweet crust at the bottom. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. But that's okay. I'm just going to own it. So, what's supposed to happen? There's supposed to be a crust on the top. What's actually happening is not that. What we're doing this time, we are covering this with foil, mainly because A, I've got more than enough carbs here with these apples. I did not. I'm sorry, little mama. Hold on. I'm missing everything, y'all. I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, the plushie redeem is happening. We're making this happen. We're gonna bake this for about 15 to 20 minutes. And that should be enough time to take care of everybody. All right. All right, let me catch up on chat. Okay, plushie redeem. Little mama. Okay. I saw your burst of stomach and head pain. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful, little mama. That's so sweet. I'm so glad that worked out the way it should have. I'm glad. It was a little reminder, wasn't it? Okay. So, plushie. Let me go get a plushie. Who is this again? Is this Peanut? Oh, Ryan. Yes. Okay, I don't remember his name. Okay, Ryan. Okay. This is Ryan. Okay, this is Ryan the elephant, and his job is to make sure I don't forget stuff. He's very quick to remind me to do things like take my meds and get some water and that kind of stuff. And he's training a younger elephant to do his job in the future. So, say hi to Ryan. No problem, little mama. Okay, now I'm going to, shoot. Okay, how am I going to do this? I want the oil that's in that pan, but I do not want all the burned things. He is cute, isn't he? He's adorable. How it is reminding you? He will come up to me and say, hey, did you do so-and-so? And ideally, the answer is yes. Okay. Let's get rid of all this burn stuff. All right. Kind of just flinging stuff all over the place because I want to make sure it's out of the pan. That's my big deal. All right. Now, we are going to heat this pan again. We are going to start searing the mushrooms. Aww. Well, hello to George. That sounds adorable. Explorer friend. Actually, you know what? Before I put those in there, there's more butter to be had. Butter! Butter. Butter. Okay, I'm going to use more butter than, I probably should. do it anyway. Spaghetti westerns were indeed a thing. Yep. There is still an old movie that I am looking for. And the gentleman in question who starred in it was an Asian leading man. And, you know, nowadays it's not that big a deal. But think about it. It is rare these days that we see an Asian leading man who is also a love interest. Particularly in an interracial relationship. When this particular actor got on the scene, he would burn the screen up with his leading ladies. You do not see those kind of roles anymore. Even with folks like Ke Huy Quan lately, Jackie Chan, trying to think of other Asian actors who might even come close. It just doesn't happen. You don't see them in leading roles like that. So I really want to see this guy's films and, you know, figure out exactly how good he was, because it sounds like he was really good. Which one? I'll have to look for him. But yeah, there was a meme about him on Facebook a while back. I'll just have to find it. Why is it weird to you, Killer? The US is just weird. Red Dawn. Interesting. I remember Red Dawn. If it's the same movie I'm thinking of. Did it come out in the 80s? I can't remember. Okay, Kyberg's also right. Westerns in general are freaking weird. Let's just own it. One of these days, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to scour my pots and pans. Today is not that day. All right. Okay, so we got our butter. Let's go ahead and start putting in our mushrooms. I'm going to restart the music again in a minute, but I want to make sure I get these in here first. Why would you? Okay, go ahead and throw the bomb, Killer. There, that should be enough for now. Wow. Okay, so there's that, and then blah, 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 blah. Okay. Note to self, next time, find a recipe with more instructions. We're going to listen to some Cowboy Bebop lo-fi right now. Okay, so those are cooking. I can put this knife away now. Actually, yes. Okay, I'm gonna put this knife away and I'm gonna pull out another one to cut this bread, because this bread is gonna be pretty important in a bit. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get the bread ready. Yes, they did. It's changed twice, Killer. I don't know if you know that, but yes. Oh, you're so considerate. But yes, the thing is, it is difficult because on the one hand, yes. The history of Black people in America does need to be celebrated. On the other hand, do we really want a caricature? Oh, hot dogs. It's got to be the good hot dogs, though, little mama. I was kind of mad because now that spring is here, we have roadside vendors. And they do street hot dogs. But the first one we had of the season was not that good. Oh. Totally understand you. Totally understand you. Okay, is there anything here that's going to need a spoon? Probably not. Hey, Roroni, how are you? Missed you. Okay, so the trick here is going to be browning the mushrooms without burning them. That's going to be the tough part. Right? See, for me, Kyberg, it was soft as silk. I remember my family using that when I was a kid. I didn't know it still existed. And that basically it's an analog of White Lily. Same, Roroni, same. How you been? How's the stream? So this baguette is going to take the place of the crust that would have been on top of that tartata that I just made. There you go, man. There you go. Okay, so we are, what did I just do with the, oh. Yes, so once upon a time, I used to be able to eat an entire baguette by myself. I remember one time I had prepared an entire baguette's worth of bruschetta. Standard Italian bruschetta, just for me. And then JD walked by and saw it and went, hey, can I have some? Can't very well tell him no. So I had to give up some of my bruschetta. I was sad. Absolutely, absolutely. You have legit questions and concerns. You're not asking to start drama, and we respect that here. Danish, very few filters. Okay. So we're just browning the mushrooms now, getting a nice kind of crust on them. It's gonna make me need a midnight meal. I respect that too. Corn dogs done all kinds of weird ways. What have you seen, Kyberg? That's really considerate of you, Lil Mama. See, if anybody understands that, it's you. So what I'm probably going to do is melt some more butter. Or I might just use the oil from these mushrooms. We'll see what happens. And brush it over the bread. Chocolate sauce and elote. Okay, elote coatings I get. Totally understand that. But chocolate sauce? The heck? Lava Jojo! Hello, sweetie. How are you? Okay, so Rurouni Shogun, Lava Jojo, and Kyberg, who I forgot to shout out, are all streamers. Rurouni, Kyberg, and Lava all do games. Lava also does, you know, just chatting streams. She's adorable and she's funny and she's awesome. So you should check all of them out, every last one. I'm just really sorry that my commands aren't working, or I would have you shout it out. So yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm still making dinner. How did your oxtails turn out, by the way? Thank you, Kyber. Thank you. Okay, so Frosty Tools is taking up where StreamerBot failed me so hard. They were a hit? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Because, I mean, you look like you could make some mean oxtails. It's all gone. 5 pounds. What? Bro. Okay, so these are gonna need a minute. That's okay. I did kind of throw a whole bunch in the pan at once. Okay, I'm gonna put that back. That can go back where it was. You can't see what I'm gonna make? Okay, so basically, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm so mad that my menu command isn't working. A bomb toss. Yes, tosse le bombe. That's what I'm making today. I lied. It's not roasted mushrooms. It's pan fried. But aside from that. You know, for a while there, I thought about getting rid of some of my other bots. Now I'm really glad I didn't. There's a third one. Did you shout out Rurouni Shogun? And Lava? I think you missed a letter. Oh, got it. Nice work. And I think like that, you got it. Guys, I am so looking forward to this convention. It's going to be a nice break. I can't wait. I get to see old friends. I might even, we'll see what happens. might even do some cosplay. We'll see. Uh-oh. All right. Whew. Okay. So that means that our little pie is ready for action. Our wannabe pie that doesn't really have a crust on it. We are just going to take this out. I'm going to put it up here. We're going to keep the stove on though, because again, I am going to use the liquid from this on the bread. You just saw the date? Uh-oh. What's up with the date? Okay, so let's grab our plate. I'm gonna put some paper towels on because I don't want these to be greasy. Okay, one more go round. I could do it with a little more time. That one too. That one's kind of thick though, so this can go. Oh, that's rough. I wish you peace, little mama. I know this is it's a hard day for you. You skipped sleeping. Terrible. Absolutely, Kyberg. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Oh, Mocha Maid. Okay, I know who that is. All right, folks, I'm making some more vodka for myself. Said I wouldn't, but I lied. Okay. Anyways. John! Hi, John. That is a small bottle. Totally small bottle. I don't know what you're talking about. Cheers, y'all. Woo! Okay, this is looking pretty crispy. So's that one. Let's see. Yeah, the app. I'm glad I did this backward, y'all. Because the last thing we need to do is going to be the easiest thing to do. Missed you, John. Your stream, I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it looked delicious. Just reading the description, how did it go? Nice. All right, let me put some ice in here. What was delicious? Okay, so can we get a shout out for John Leung, please? He hasn't posted pictures of his latest yet. Yeah, I do. Killer has pointed out, however, that the one I was most recently using was not very sharp. Would you like the kitchen tour of my knives? Note that I said knives, Lava. We can make that happen for you. Okay, these are done. You forgot about my knives. Okay, so now here's the next round of mushrooms. So y'all, I'm gonna tell you something else. I have never eaten these particular mushrooms before. The fuzzy looking ones are called lion's mane. And the leafy looking ones are maitake. So the lion's mane ones, rumor has it that they taste like seafood. Shrooms, yes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna add some more butter. More butter. I'm not gonna add as much as I want to, but I wanna make sure that these mushrooms also don't burn. So to that end, I'm going to add this and immediately take it off the heat. So once this butter is melted, I will put this back on the heat and rearrange all the mushrooms. Dude, abiding vibe, man. Also, folks, there are going to be movies in the seaside town of Santa Cruz this summer. They always have movies in Santa Cruz. A lot of them are classic 80s films. And you might get a chance to see me and JD and PGG streaming there at some point. Okay, here we go. So I'm looking forward to that too. This summer is gonna be a good one. Can't wait. Okay, I wasn't supposed to break our refrigerator. Fortunately, maybe it is broken. The heck? What did I do? Y'all, I broke the refrigerator. I don't know how I did that. Okay. Okay, well, you can't really stay there with nothing there. Okay. It's fine. There is a piece of the butter container, the shelf that the butter goes on. There's a slidey door that goes up and down. The pins that held the door in place, one of them broke. So yeah. All right, let me add a little salt to these mushrooms. no, 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 no. See, Killer, and here's the other thing. A lot of the houses in California, the newer ones, no longer have gas. And the apartment complexes also do not have gas. The one thing. Sevens! Hello! Thank you, thank you, thank you for the resub. You're so awesome. Oh, the refrigerator. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not happening either. Thank God, no, not a problem. Okay. So we're almost there, y'all. The next thing I have to do is start grating the tomatoes. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We add this here. I'm going to take our literal grater, and we are going to grate these tomatoes. Now, why am I grating a tomato? Because A, I don't want the skin. B, I just want the pulp. So this is one of the quickest ways to get to the pulp. And there we go. Skin's gone. And it's pretty easy to do while I'm waiting. For these mushrooms to cook. Oh, ad break. This is an unusually ripe one. Okay. And the grating of the tomatoes is done. Almost there, people. We are on the final countdown, so to speak. Okay. Perfect. Now. John, you're so silly. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab my plate. The lion's mane are ready to take out. This one might need a little more time. That's okay. This one can come out. This one too. It was right there. I understand. It was right there. It had to be said. Okay, the maitakes, they can wait a little bit longer. That one needs a little bit more time too. Okay. Okay. So these can go sit over here a little bit longer. These mushrooms are almost done. Okay, so we're pretty much almost ready. Just need the last few things to finish cooking and we're done. Let me see, what did Frosty Bot say? I missed it. Killer, I understand your sensitivity to the sharpness of knives. I understand that. So Lava, if you're interested, the bot that I am using for this is Frosty Bot. I missed a tomato. How'd I miss a tomato? Hello, Chef Samurai. How you doing, Rick? What's up, dude? How you been? I missed a whole tomato, y'all. That's embarrassing. Aw, that sucks. I hate that, Killer. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now I gotta wash this off again. Grumble, fuss, grumble. So some of you missed this, but everything that I made tonight came from a local farmer's market. I'm going to say all of these are done. All right. So now that's done. Let's go ahead and prep our bread. Ooh, what'd you make for your crock pot dish, Rick? That is totally Rick, Lava. Yeah. Cinco de Drinko. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I had a small ramekin, but that's right. I'm using it for something else. That's okay, though. We are just gonna get creative. Hopefully I have enough. There's a reason I'm not pouring this on because I have a tiny amount. This is a lot less than I expected. I mean, worst case, I guess I could just melt more butter. Not like that's a bad thing or anything. Whew. So much consommé. Okay, you know what, y'all? I'm melting more butter. Screw this. Okay. There. I'm going through so many of these. And Lava, like I said, if you want to have the knife tour, let me know. Okay, we're just gonna take this and put it somewhere because that's not working for me. Just not working. Okay. Knife tour. Okay, you got it. Melt this down. Okay, so these are the knives that I use the most often. Some of them tend to be kind of dull because I use them very often. And then these are the knives that I don't use nearly as often. In fact, I seldom use them because I want them to stay sharp. They are sharp enough to cut through leather. So that should tell you something. And then, let's see, where are we? Hold on. Ah! Come on, work with me. This is terrible. Ah, this is terrible. Okay, these are the knives that I sometimes use. There are steak knives in here, and there's poultry shears and a sharpener, well, not a sharpener, a honing device, etc., etc. There's a cleaver in here too, but I also never use it. But yes, so those are my knives. I have a lot of knives. Okay. It's pretty easy, Lava. Have a birthday and tell people that you want knives. They will be more than happy to accommodate you. The knives on my refrigerator were actually wedding gifts. We ended up with 2 sets of knives. And at the time, someone told me, yeah, knives are, you know, this generation's version of fondue pots. And I was like, that is painfully true. Yeah, we got a lot of knives. So if I absolutely positively have to use a super sharp knife for whatever reason, yes, Kat, I owe you a treat, so you might as well hop up there. Then I'm good. Yeah, Smoka, what do you want? Go on, you know you want to. My cat is on the floor, still trying to decide what she wants to do. I'm pouring the last of this butter on the bread, just to make sure all the bread has some kind of fat on it. Apparently I missed a piece. 2 pieces. That's embarrassing. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna go to broil. We're turning this down to 450 though. Mainly because my experience has been trying to broil things at the highest temperature is a crap idea. Yeah, that's a hard one, Killer, because with certain knives, you really get what you pay for. And a budget knife will do for a little while, but then you gotta sharpen it and all of that. That's drama. Okay, so also what I'm gonna do, and I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, this blood sausage that I cooked, right there, I'm gonna wrap this in foil and reheat this in the oven. OMG, it's Pete, OMG. Hi, Pete. Hi, Damie, how are you? How was your day? Okay, so we are gonna take these sausages, we're gonna stick them in this foil, we're gonna toss them in this oven, we're gonna let them reheat. Yup, Pete, you know how we do it here. I'm gonna put this on a lower rack though. Okay. And actually, I am going to out this rack and I'm gonna flip these sausages over just in case. There. All right. We're gonna give these 4 minutes. Let's see what happens in 4 minutes. The goal is not to burn them. Oh, you got them at IKEA. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh, you bought cheaper knives at Lidl. Okay. I mean, it's not like you went to like a thrift store and grabbed the first thing you saw. So, makes sense. They are indeed black pudding, Rockstar. And they do have meat, if I remember correctly. Hold, please. I showed off the packaging and I was trying to kind of find it again, but now I can't. But yeah, they are indeed black pudding. Here it is. It is, to be specific, Boudin Noir. There it is. Black pudding, blood pudding sausage. Let's see. Doesn't list ingredients, but you can probably figure it out. Oh, pork blood, pork snout, onions, eggs whites, salt, cane sugar, etc., etc., etc. So there you go. Okay, so we have reached 450. Oh, that was fast, y'all. I'm glad I peeked. Almost messed it up. Almost. That was close. Okay, we are just gonna go ahead and put all these on a plate. Put that on the stove to cool. Aw, you're obsessed with The Sims right now? Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, let's see. They are nice and toasted. Almost overdid it, but not quite. I'm kind of proud of myself. Go, good job, me. So we are gonna give the we're gonna give the Boudin a little bit more time to finish heating up again. They're cooked. They were cooked beforehand, but I'm trying to get them warm again. It's already at temp, so that's not going to be bad. Okay, I'm just trying to make some space here for all the bread. I am convinced that we are going to eat all of this bread. I do have a TikTok. I've had a TikTok for a while, actually. I just haven't done much with it till recently. I will put the tomato stuff on right before we serve. Ugh. It's hot in here, y'all. Oh, I didn't know you could use keyboard and mouse with that. Huh. That sounds really cool, Killer. I like that. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes just to reheat. Oh, not like that. And the pan. Okay, this pan can go in the sink for now. You end up washing some dishes. The apples can stay on the stove. Don't need this knife, don't need this brush anymore. Oh, that sounds nice. really pretty, Killer. I like that. This sheet pan needs to cool off quite a bit before I even attempt to wash it. Nice job, Damie. You love the Sims. Okay. I didn't know they had top surgery scars. What? Wild. I have learned a thing today. So speaking of which, I have a trans friend who is trying to get involved with trans activism things. She has spoken in front of the local city council more than once, and the trolls have found her. Oh, I believe you, Killer. And there are a bunch of different stores out here too. So many thrift stores. So the trolls have found her. So now when she posts on Facebook, here they come. And you know how people, you know how people tend to use the laugh react as a way to be sarcastic? Her posts have been just riddled with laugh reacts. Every single comment gets a laugh react. Here's what I found out. When you laugh react to a post on Facebook, that boosts it. So more people see it. I made sure to point that out on her page. Another woman is in the process of ordination. She is in Sweden. She is also a trans woman. And she's like, you know, seeing your journey makes me nervous but hopeful. And I said, I responded and I said, hey, I am, you know, an ordained pastor in an open and affirming tradition. If you need support, I am here for you. And so are my trans pastor colleagues. And I will admit that I am simply responding to your post solely so I can get laugh reacts, so this post gets seen more. I didn't get any laugh reacts. Oh, I'm sorry, Damie. That sucks. Yeah, not a single troll responded because I think they finally figured out what I was saying. That the more they laugh react, the more popular the post becomes. And my friend has also asked that people reshare, and they have. So now it's everywhere. Exactly, Kyberg. I love it. It's like dislikes on YouTube, yes. And mean comments, those are the best. Right? Here's what I loved. Okay, Killer, here's another funny one. So somebody commented on her post, blasphemy. No, heresy. And I said, oh, you want to talk about heresy? I'm an ordained pastor. You want to go? I'll go toe to toe with you for Bible verses. Let's go. He didn't respond, but he gave me a laugh react. I love it. Sometimes bigots just don't get it. Oh, and here's another fun one. I was in someone else's chat. I don't remember who this person was. They were actually an actor, and I don't remember who. The bruschetta is so hot. So hot. It's fire. Anyway. And some guy comes in. The streamer is a black man. I was like, hey, can you think of 3 words that rhyme with jigger? To his credit, the streamer's like, 3 words that rhyme with jigger. And then chat started jumping in. And the chat was just like, this word, this word, this word, this word. Oh, there's at least 12 of them. Tigger was one. Somebody did say Tigger. Somebody said trigger. Figure. Nobody said that one, but that would have been a good one. My husband wins the chat once again. So I was like, digger. Somebody did say digger. So I was like, why don't you go ahead and say the word that you came to say? Oh, you really want me to say it? Yeah, come on. Be the racist bigot that you were born to be. And the streamer was like, dang, y'all talking mad trash right now. Like, he started it, we're gonna finish it. And somebody gave me a sub to the channel. Okay, let's go ahead and... Why? It's blood sausage, Pete, that's why. At least he was being truthful. Own your truth. Don't be a wuss, own it. Honey, you forgot lotion. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Will it bleed? No, because it was already cooked. I am good, Stormy. How are you? So now I gotta go back to this dude's channel. Like, I don't even remember how I ended up there originally, but yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some cuteness. You got a gold box? Nice. Okay, so we will go ahead and we're just going to spoon this on here. This is basically what the originals look like. So again, even though the recipe says that what you're supposed to do is rub the tomato on the bread, they grated it. I know they grated it. Okay. All right, here we go. So that's part 1. And then we bring our little mushroomy friends in. Not quite as pretty, but actually, let me see. Yeah, okay. We are just gonna kind of throw some of these mushrooms on for aesthetic purposes. Actually, maybe I can just pile them on here because this space really needs to get used for the last half. Okay, now the last half. And we're probably going to eat more of this tomato stuff. All right, what's supposed to happen is I am supposed to take this and flip it over. Y'all see all that liquid in there? I don't know if you can see that. I don't think we'll be flipping this over. That is how a traditional tarte tatin works. Not happening today. So instead, I'm going to take a large spoon. I'm going to scoop it out. Probably the reason that this is so liquidy is because it hasn't cooled yet. Once it cools, it'll probably solidify, and that's fine. Oh, you know what? Hold on. And I think I'm going to take these little crostini off and put them on a separate plate, because things might get weird. So we have these sweet apples with this savory blood sausage. I think I am going to put these elsewhere. I have so many dishes, y'all. I don't care. How is your gold box going, Stormy? Because that sounds really cool. I like that. Mm. Mm. The bread does taste a little funny with the syrup, but that's okay. Oh, you gifted the first sub for the month. Okay. Totally get you. Mm. Mm. Okay. So now I have more room. So now I can push the sausage in the center. Okay. I can do the same here. There we go. Okay. And basically at this point, dinner is served. So we've got 2 dishes here, y'all. I'm gonna try and clean this up a little bit. Yes, you can, Killer. What's up? Go ahead and ask. No problem, Stormy. Okay, we're gonna give this one to JD. Oh, y'all, I forgot something else. Okay, this is the relish stuff that I made that goes on top. Just gonna put that in the middle. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm with you so far, Killer. There. Okay, that's the end of that. Now I can put this on the table. Nobody cares about the rest of the bread. I'm putting this last mushroom here. There are ways to preserve rinds. Okay, here's what I'm going to suggest. Look up preserved lemons. You can also turn it into a marmalade. You know how there's orange marmalade? You can make lemon marmalade as well. So a whole bunch of sugar and turn it into marmalade, you are good to go. That would be my suggestions. Not sure if our fellow chefs are still here, but that may be an option. Okay. My mother sent me a text message that I am just now seeing. Yes, you can see the finished product. Okay, hold on. For you, Lava, I will switch cameras. Let's make this happen. Hold on. Okay. So here is the blood sausage over this is the Boudin Noir over a tarte tatin filling with apples, a sweetener, and bacon and onion, or bacon and shallots to be specific. Okay, and I'm going to take a picture of this real quick. You know, there really is almost no way whatsoever to take a picture of sausage without it looking just inappropriate. And then here is our, let me see if I can do this. Here is our Catalonian appetizer. Its name is pa amb tourmaquet. Pa amb tourmaquet. So it is Catalonian tomato bread. And I'm going to take a picture of that too. I'm going to call this one just Ugly Delicious because it is. Okay. And that's it. All right, I'm going to try one of these and see how it goes. In fact, let me do something that I should have been doing a long time ago. Wow. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it looks like wow, okay, I should have done that in the beginning. Whatever. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, if someone can get a screenshot of this, it's fine. If not, I will just go ahead or get a clip of this. If not, I will just go ahead, go through the VOD and do it myself. NBD. Okay, here we go. So Let's try one of these with the requisite mushroom. That's good. I'm loading way more tomato on this. Butter is definitely your friend for this dish. Mushroom bruschetta. Can't go wrong. Thank you, Lava. Thank you. Okay, let me put this on the table. And now here's the big one, y'all. I've never eaten this before. Let's see. What are you having for breakfast, Killer? Okay, so we have our blood sausage. I'm going to spear an apple. Let's see how this tastes. This is not what I expected. I did not think I was going to like this. Y'all. This is really good. Wow. J'adore le Boudin Noir. I really like this. That sounds so good, Killer. Yum. Sometimes tomatoes surprise me in a good way. Sometimes it's not so good. Oh yeah. This was not the cheapest dinner, but I will make this again. Interesting, Rock. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could even remove the skin. One of the things I'm going to do when I get to Ireland specifically is try a fry up. I don't know if I can eat the whole fry up, but I'm going to try. So yeah, I want to eat UK black pudding. Now that I've tried the French version, I want to try the UK version. See, Razor, for me, I can't do the no, it's either the Portuguese or the Spanish version because it tastes too metallic to me. I haven't tried the white pudding. Not something I gotta try now. There you go. And maybe this one is easier for me because it's already cooked and all you have to do is reheat it and that's it. I could see that. Okay, I'm gonna put this back on the table. All right, Kyberg, who did you want me to check out again? I respect it. I respect it. When you know what it is and you know what it tastes like, that does make it more difficult. Okay, you know what? I trust you. Let's do this. And why is Frosty Elements? Hold on. Let me do something here real quick, y'all. Frosty Tools. Really? We're not doing that. Not today. We are going to go here. So let me see. Frosty Tools has a command for specialized raids. A specialized raid message. Okay, it's doing the shout outs. Don't care about the lurkers. Love y'all, but... Celebrations, that's cute. Moving on. Raid messages. Raid, okay, got it. That's the difference. Okay, here we go. That's why it wouldn't work. Okay. Enter. Are we not? We're doing this. Okay. So, we're going to raid the compliments. This is music, y'all. Get ready to chill and listen to the sounds of the compliments. Okay? Let's go ahead and get this raid started. All right, raid's been created. You guys have 3 different messages to choose from. Copy, paste whichever one you want. Okay? Doesn't matter. Don't care if you're a sub. Don't care if you're not a sub. Either or, all of the above. My pleasure, Lava. I'm very impressed that you stayed awake this long, ma'am. I'm looking forward to swapping some recipes. Oh my God, baby oopsie. Raiders, 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 raiders. Y'all, yes, we are about to raid out. Let me show you real quick what we made. Okay, we made these appetizers from Catalonia. If y'all can see that, this is bread with grated tomato and grilled mushroom on it. Pan fried. And this is blood sausage over a tarte tatin filling. So, yes, that is what we rated tonight. We're rating the compliments. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Baby Oopsie, stick around. Do a quick follow or whatevs. Love y'all. And we will see you shortly. Please stick around and listen to some tunes. And we are rating in 4, 3, 2, 1. Mwah! See you later. Love y'all. Bye.